after September 30th, she could have chosen to turn her back on me and on the federal government. The community could have said, you know what, we don't need to deal with you anymore. And yet, she reached out and she said, please come.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says it's only through the forgiveness and grace of the Tecumloops Teshwetmuk First Nation that he was allowed to visit the community after choosing not to on the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation.
Tecumloops Teshwetmuk's heart-wrenching news was the first of the wave of confirmations of unmarked graves, as other residential schools have now confirmed similar findings.
Tecumloops is the First Nation that announced the discovery of 215 burial sites associated with the former Kamloops Indian Residential School in May, beginning a summer of terrible discoveries at residential schools nationwide. The PM's office received 2 separate invitations to attend an event at the First Nation on the first National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, but instead he elected to take a personal holiday in Tofino.
It was a long-awaited moment to receive a personal hand of recognition and sympathy regarding this horrific confirmation of unmarked graves from the Canadian head of state. I appreciate the opportunity that we had earlier today to spend time in ceremony with the Lisquet, the missing. Out of deep love and respect for the missing children in our care, we refer to them as the Lisquet, which means the missing in Secwepemctsín.
However, anyone hoping for clear answers will be disappointed. The PM couldn't say if the federal government will appeal a court ruling on compensation for First Nations kids in care. He couldn't address reports out of Manitoba that First Nations there have had problems accessing funds to search for residential school graves. And Trudeau says while he regrets not attending on September 30th, he regrets that his Tofino trip overshadowed what he did the night before.
My choice on the 30th overshadowed the event that we held on the 29th on the Hill, where the National Council for Truth and Reconciliation came together with elders and survivors who shared their stories, and for the first time ever raised the national flag of truth and reconciliation on Parliament Hill.
In Ottawa, Xiaoli Li, City News.